you come out to your music, and I can't not talk to you about your music in general. When did this passion for making music first start?
I was in like church choir when I was a kid, for like a couple years, and then I don't know, I've just always been like fascinated by music and like being a part of music. And then I kind of like strayed away once I started wrestling because I put all my focus into that. And then like 2009 or 10, I was living in Mexico. I was working for AAA, and just kind of, we went from doing like 4 or 5 shows a week to just doing like one a week or something, like just like there was a big economic kind of downfall. And so I just kind of needed a place to put my energy, and I picked up a laptop and just started like making beats and started writing songs. And that summer I wrote probably like, I don't know, 100 and something songs. So like, I was just kind of doing it every day for like 7 hours or so, um, and and I don't know, just got into it. And then didn't really have any idea of what to do with the music I was making, or so I one day I was just like, oh, why don't I just make my entrance music, and then that'll be like a part of my character, that'll be like, I don't know, it could be merchandise. I mean, there's so many ways, it could use it for, promotional reasons. And then, so when it was me and Kozlov were together for Forever Hooligans, we made the music for, I made the music for us, and Kozlov rapped on it and stuff. And it was like fun. And then really Roppongi Vice was the one that kind of was the turning point. Cause I put that out, and then people were really receptive to it. So then I was like, oh, well, maybe I can just kind of craft a whole like mixtape around it. So then I created the Six Trees Vice series, and then kind of that was an experience because I've never done anything like that, kind of making a project. And then, that kind of led to Sneaky Style, which I put out last year. And then this year I put out a couple singles. So um, yeah, I mean, that's kind of like the evolution. It just kind of like one thing happened, and then I was like, oh, well, why don't I just try this? And then, just more and more and more. So I've been really happy with it. It's been a really cool, fun thing to do. And I don't know, like Tom Lawler was making fun of me this week, like saying like, oh, he's a better rapper and like that. And I was like, you don't even rap. I'm like, what are you talking about?
And
So,
I sort of like, I know that I listen to music all the time. I have like my Rocky Romero playlist that I like listen to on the way to work. If you had to
nice.
pick one of the songs from your EPs, and I know it's going to be hard, but which one is sort of your favorite, or which one maybe have people spoken to you most about, saying like, this is the song?
Um, I like the opening track on Sneaky Style, the Sneaky Style song. I like that one a lot, just because like I feel like there's just like a certain vibe to it
Hmm.
that kind of opens the album. Um, yeah, I don't know, that one sticks out to me. That's Kevin Kelly's favorite too. Probably because he's on it, but
Mhm.
he always says, he's like, oh, you got to make that your entrance music. I think that needs to be your entrance music. So I don't know. That's one that I like. Kevin Kelly listens to Sneaky Style constantly, which is so funny.
Me and Kevin Kelly are the
To
same person. We both have it on replay.
oh, thank you for the plays on Spotify. But yeah, no, he like loves it. He always tells me he is always singing the words to me, like between like when the mics are off or whatever, like, or before the show starts. So it's fun. Now what I love is fans have told me that they listen to the songs before they go to shows. So, and that always kind of reminds me of like when I was young, and going to whatever local wrestling was on, in town, WWF or whatever. Then we'd pay like Undertaker's entrance music, or like somebody, like, so that, like, just to get like hyped and ready for the show. So people listening to Rocky Romero music to get hyped before a wrestling show is like doesn't get better than that, like, at all, to me.
I mean, it is the perfect music. And I just like, you've obviously got the videos out. You had the video out for Roppongi Vice and for Roppongi 3K. What was showing Yo's reaction when they were getting involved? Because I always love when you come out and they're singing along to it as well.
Um, I mean, they were so shy in the beginning, they really were. They're like, wait, what? Like, what? I'm like, just, I mean, Show always, I think, wanted to be like this super serious guy from the very start. So, uh, he didn't really know how to react, I think, to it, and then Yo was like, oh, this could be fun, let's do it, like Yo's kind of more laid back. So I don't know. In the beginning, I think they liked the music. I know that they liked the music. I don't know if they enjoyed making the video so much. Maybe the second video they enjoyed to make, but I don't think they enjoyed the first one that much, to be honest.
And talking on theme tunes, everyone has that iconic theme tune that they love. What is in the history of wrestling, what's your favorite wrestling theme tune?
Whoa, that's a good question.
Is that the one that maybe years in the future you're thinking, you're like, that's the theme tune that sticks out, I can remember that, or it has a memory?
Man, that subconscious theme for Shinsuke was really, really good. Maybe that one. But I mean, probably as a kid, I don't know, probably like Undertaker's.
The iconic that everyone
yeah, like I would put that on in my house and act like the Undertaker for like 5 minutes, roll my eyes back in my head in the mirror and do the Undertaker voice. I mean, yeah.
And
Ultimate Warrior theme when I was a kid.
That one.
I would legit run around and put stuff on I would get like the shoelaces and put them around my arms, and then like just run around and like press pillows over my head, and then run to the next room and like do something else. It's such an important part to what the wrestling is and the characters and how you identify them, and because you know their walks and their taunts and everything that and at what points, it's really become such an important part of the whole presentation of wrestling. So I don't know. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Now I got my own, which is weird to me, so as such a mega fan as a kid.
And obviously, we know you write for your Roppongi 3K theme tune, but if you could pick somebody in New Japan and you wanted to write a theme tune for them, an entrance music, it can be any faction. Who would you want to make entrance music for?
That's a good one. Who would I probably do, to be honest, I'd probably do like Switchblade, and I would just write something really stupid for him.
So like another diss track.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. If he had the choice, that would be like a good stipulation. Like you have to come out to a Rocky Romero song. Maybe that's like a King of Pro Wrestling stipulation.
If Rocky it wouldn't be the weirdest one, especially with what Yano's probably going to do in the future.
Right. Now the trophy's broken, I saw, so God knows what he's going to do. But yeah, that'd be funny. Yeah, I would like to do something fun like that. But if it was something serious, man, something serious. Maybe like Yoshihashi. I know he has like a nice story about his music that I didn't really know about, but I was just never kind of a fan of his music. I was just like, what? But it's a really nice story. Now that I know it, I shouldn't say it, but like I wouldn't mind replacing his music with something a bit more Yoshihashi.
I sort of think now that he's gaining that momentum, I think he needs a really badass track to sort of help him with that. He's got a title now. He's got his first big moment, and I think an amazing entrance music would probably just put that all together.
Yeah. And it would be a Rocky Romero produced song. Rocky Romero wouldn't be like rapping on it or anything, It would be more tailored for him,
And I just want to know, like, we've spoken about chaos and things, and for me, chaos, the big thing is when they're interfaction matches, they're amazing. Like you're still brothers, but you lay everything on the line. If there's a member of chaos that you want to have a one-on-one match with, who would it be and why?
Not Ishii. That's for sure. Probably Show. Yeah, I think being Show in a singles, like in a Super Junior or something, would probably be pretty amazing. Yeah. Especially like in a Corkin or something. Yeah, I would say Show's probably at the top of my list.
Well, you had that amazing one with Yo last year, and it would have been nice this year to get like the whole Roppongi 3K against each other.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I got to wrestle Okada when he was like 16 and I beat him. So I have that win. I hold that win over Okada. So I wouldn't like to.
Books still,
yeah, I wouldn't like to. I don't want to wrestle him against just so I can keep that win over him, and because I hang that over his head. constantly. I let him know, I beat you in 2004 or whatever it was.
It doesn't matter about the year, you still beat him.
No, I just let him know all the time, as much as I can. I'll probably text him today and tell him.
Just be like, by the way, you're not wrestling anything now, but just remember, I beat you all the way back then.
Right. I'm gonna ask him if he's thankful that I beat him in 2004 and humbled him, made him the man he is today.
And sort of last question, hopefully with anything's getting a bit more certain, what is the future for Rocky Romero? Now, obviously we've heard that you want to go for the junior heavyweight title as Rocky Romero. Why is that such an important thing? And do you have any other accolades that you want to do while you're wrestling in New Japan?
Probably not. I mean, accolades wise, I think just the the junior title would be kind of, I don't know, just like I said, like I had most of my success. I feel like I had most of it, early on in my years, especially when it comes to singles wrestling in New Japan. So just to maybe, get the opportunity to do that and try to make something of it. And in this day and age, while, New Japan is as popular as it is, and especially with, the great talent, like, somebody like Hiromu, who, I've never had a singles match with, I'd like to have a singles match with him, I don't know. I don't really think that there's anything else that I really need to do, but I feel like that's the one thing that I need to do before this is all over, because you never know when it would be, so I don't know. I just want to be able to kind of, I guess, show me, one more time. And like I said, like a lot of people kind of put me in a box and be like, oh, he's the commentator, he does this, whatever. But first and foremost, I'm a wrestler, and I love it. I worked really, really hard to get to the point that I'm in, and my win-lose record is really bad compared to most. So that's probably going to be the one thing that's going to be hard to get into, the position of getting some, a title shot of some sort. But in New Japan, it's, you get a win over a champ at some point, and, that might open the doors, so I just need one chance.
Just that one chance to beat the champion, and then you've got that title shot.
Exactly. I don't know if it'd be a long reign. I'm not that strong anymore, but to make it like one or two defenses would be like awesome to me.
I mean, people have said that about Taguchi. They said that they put him in a box, and he's always out there causing massive spoilers. So don't cut yourself short on how long your reign could probably be. That's
true. You know what? I take that back. I would like to be the KOPW champion. I think I would do really well in that.
What stipulation would you have against Yano if you could pick it?
The funny thing is, they took my idea. I was going to take the when that first happened, I was thinking, I would just take the turnbuckles off, make that like a thing, like he can't use turnbuckles. I don't know. I would think of like something really, really sneaky so that it would definitely backfire against Yano, like somehow. I'd have to think about something to do with tape or something to do with a chair or corner pad or something.
A lift like we saw in the New Japan Cup.
Yes, something really, really sneaky and tricky and sly to win. But that's a division I could win. Like I could beat a heavyweight very easily in that division. It really levels the playing field. When you have when you can come up with any type of stipulation. So
we could say you could be dual champion, junior heavyweight, and also King of Pro Wrestling champion.
That would be the dream. Imagine that. 2 days of Tokyo Dome, one day KOPW, one day junior title. One day, maybe. Hopefully. Maybe next year. Yeah.
Maybe next year, when everything's back to normal, you can get there. Maybe if Yano's still holding it next year as well.
We can only hope.
Well, it's been amazing chatting to you, Rocky. Is there any sort of projects? I know you've been doing loads. You've got Talk and Shop. You've got your podcast. Is there anything you sort of want to plug to viewers, or sort of maybe any messages you've got for New Japan fans out there?
Speaking of Thanksgiving, today's Thanksgiving here in the U.S. and I should just say I'm very thankful of the New Japan fans worldwide who continue to support us in New Japan World, especially. I keep supporting New Japan Strong. That's the show that I'm on right now, and that's kind of my main focus. So I appreciate everybody and stay safe.
Perfect. Well, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. And yeah, remember, make sure you follow Rocky on social media. Keep an eye on the Best of Super Junior and also New Japan Strong. And I'll see you guys next week. Bye.